I am sitting on a chair and seeing how the other guys make knives from old files. And I am thinking about the first knife I will make. After a few moments, I'll start to prepare devices and tools for it. And I know firstly I must anneal the rasp so it can be shaped, drilled and cut more easily. For this, I built a DIY stove with fireproof bricks, which were in my basement. I used 2 gas blowtorches and I'm heating the file up to 1000 degrees. And then I let it cool down. After this process, steel becomes milder, and I go to the next step. I must make some device to make blades bevels. I use materials from my garage. I don't buy any cheap tools and materials because it's my first experience and I don't have much knowledge about this topic. My rusty file has a blade with both bevel sides and I am measuring them with an angle tool. I want to keep these blade grains at 15 degrees. I use my new file and I fix it on some long and hard pipe with tape and 2 cable ties. Then I fix the file on my DIY sharpening board, put the pipe on the top and start to sharpen. Of course, it's a long process, but I get pleasure when I see how that old rusty file becomes something bright like a knife blade. After metal treatment, I built my brick stove again and put my future knife into it. Now I am ready to harden some steel. I heat it up to 1000 degrees and then put it down into the oil. Behind the scene in my kitchen, I put the knife into my oven and make tempering. Tempering is heating the blade to a lower temperature than I did in the aniline. And now I can polish. I use different sandpaper and WD-40. I want to make some ornament on the blade surface. For this episode I paint the whole knife. and when the paint dries, I remove some areas and then use a toothbrush to make little drops facture. I want to make 3 levels picture. After the brushing process, I put the knife into a ferric chloride solution. Thanks to it, I can etch the blade surface. After several hours, I get the knife out, rinse it in the water, dry, and paint it with a brush again. I repeat the same process 3 times. And after this, I rinse the knife in the solvent. This is acryl. It is solid polyacryl material which you can cut and polish. I need it for the handle. I use a rotor machine and make mortise on both sides. It is a brass wire 3 mm thick. Using it and the epoxy, I connect 2 parts of the handle together. And press them with clamps. After a few hours, I can polish the knife's handle and make it comfortable and ergonomic. From time to time, I put into the water for cooling because the handle becomes hot. It is a metal paste polish, but I use it for my acrylic handle, and as for me, this paste polishes it very well. If you want, you can polish this material like glass, but I make a satin surface. I use a little steel brush in my Dremel for handling the knife's blade. And then with the same paste I polish the blade surface. Thank you for watching my video. I wish you good luck and bye bye. And please don't forget to subscribe and press like. Subscribe and press like. Thanks.